I should probably start to walk away. I'm hoping that you stop and make me have to stay, 'cause I'm floating in your orbit. Yeah, I'm stuck in your space. Just my luck, put me on where you wanna stand. There's nothing left to say. Pull me back, take my hand, come on.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities.
Here we go. Let's try it again. Can you hear me now? You should be able to hear me now. Okay. Because I had to click on the thing. Okay. Welcome to the Mickey Flicky Palace. This is Dr. A. And I'm back here to do my thing that I do. Let's do anything, my commentary. We're going to do some commentary here on the on Jasmine and my Jazzy life and just Jasmine. Okay. It's so important for us to get that going on here. Okay. Again, welcome to the Mickey Flicky Palace. This is Dr. A. And I'm your Crystal Rock Goddess. Welcome to the Crystal Palace. Welcome to the Mickey Flicky Crystal Palace. Make sure you come into the Crystal Palace, grab your shoes, and leave them. Take them off and leave them by the door. We don't wear shoes in my house, okay? You're going to stop by the crystal bar and grab your crystals, and then you're going to grab your libations, because over here, what do? We honor our ancestors, okay? And there's 3 possible ways to become a crystal. One way will be becoming a crystal would just be typing. We call that the parlor room. The second way that we talk about becoming a crystal would certainly be for us to go ahead and listen in the back, okay? And we call that the beam room. Now we're talking about the third way, but not least way, but certainly the last way to become a crystal. Now, and you can leave your worries behind at the door. Just enjoy yourself. And you know what we talk about after the show. Don't leave your play around me. True player from real extra. Situations. Hey, going wild. But anyway, y'all know what it is. We call it the outhouse gang up in this thing. Y'all already know what we doing. Y'all know what the expectations are for that, y'all. We call that after the show. After the show, we call it that outhouse. Okay. Now let's go ahead and get started. Okay. And just to let you know, just to keep you updated with, now y'all know for a fact that I am relaunching my business, of course. New exciting things that will be coming up. So we certainly would, we moved into a new spot. I will be officially open back up April 2024 this year. But you don't have to wait to get services done. Now you can certainly call me over the phone and we will work on that. Now, over here, we do promote life coaching in a healthy way, okay? And I definitely want to salute to all of you mommies out here who are good mothers. We don't want to salute to the non-toxic motherhood, right? Now, and also salute to the mommies that happen to be like, I don't know, y'all popping, y'all sexy with y'all sexy, okay? We don't salute the bummy mommies. We don't salute the mommies that not trying to do better. And I'm not talking about even if you're a single mom. Let's say that right now you're on Section 8. Well, dang it, utilize that Section 8 while you can and earn your and try to save money so eventually you can what? Buy you a house, okay? Now, we certainly want to bring across the most positive and love and energy because we have to restore motherhood because for some odd reason it has left the building. Like Elvis left the building back in the day. After Elvis performed, they were like, Elvis has left the building. Did he really? You know what I mean? Did you see him? You know what I mean? Anywho, we have to restore that back again, okay? And we do believe in giving tough love over here. So let's make sure we do that. Now, we're going to go ahead and get started with my Jazzy life because, good Lord. Now, I did attempt to watch this video and I said, no. I said, is she serious? And if she's talking about something's being disgusting, please. Yeah, her butt. That's what's disgusting.
Welcome back to another video, and we are headed to the gym. I'm
Of course, she does these stank voiceovers, and then there's gonna be some music playing, so we can't watch that. So she's basically talking about this here. Now, I did go to Flo's situation over there, and I said, "Well, Flo, now what you talking about, girl?" So Flo was saying something to the effect of Jasmine, basically, can is not allowed anymore to film in the gym. What I did notice here is that Jasmine definitely have her she has the people covered up now, okay? So something done happened, right, Flo? Anywho, let's go ahead and get started. And Moon, welcome to the Mickey Flicky Palace, by the way. I see you. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started with the started now. Give me a second here. Okay. Now, Jasmine, of course, y'all, she got this wild, loud music. I mean, she's working out. We gonna watch her flat butt. I don't understand why she think that we want to see her backside, her front side. Jasmine, you do have a large female audience, and nobody is attracted to you in a way. I don't even think the L people are attracted to you. Let's be clear about that. Now, unless they like them a good old stud, because exactly what you are, child. But anywho. And nobody's tripping off that. She done brought her energy drink. She done came with her energy drink now. She's going to work out. She going to show her flat backside, her big back, her big flat back. And she's going to go jogging. She's going to go jogging. She's just going to go jogging. She's just doing nothing but jogging. She's going, oh, I'm going to work on my cardio. I'm going to run and walk. I'm going to run and walk. I'm going to run and walk. She done already told you that. And so look at her. Now Flo might have something to what she's saying. Flo says she's the first one to bring out this information. I said, well, Flo, it seems like you are there, darling. But anywho, and not in a pause, not in a way like that. Okay, Flo? You my girl, you know what I'm saying. So anywho, she's on the floor doing crunches. Okay, she's doing the leg lift crunches, thingies. Okay, now we're not gonna watch all this, y'all. I'm sorry. We're gonna speed this up a bit. And of course, she got the ball from side to side to side to side to side. Okay, Legendary is doing what he does best, I guess.
I did my 300 abs, and now I'm about to go to the steam room, y'all. Girl's tired.
And of course, Jasmine got her hair out and it looks crazy because Jasmine, of course, looks like Woodstock. And of course, just like Woodstock, don't take her his head, or I don't know. You know what? Let me ask y'all a quick question. Do y'all think Woodstock is a girl or a boy? Because I never knew all these years and I really can't tell. So anyway, if anybody knows, y'all give me a shout out here in the room. Do you think Woodstock was a girl or a boy? Because I don't know. Okay. So let's be clear and keen on that. I want to give key questions. Okay. So just a key question I got. I ask key questions here and there. Okay. How you doing, Dion? Jenna Jackson, Miss Jackson is if you're nasty. Okay. 1814. Okay. Up in here. Welcome to the Mickey Flicky Palace. Okay. Okay. Now I know Mimi did not go live, y'all, right? Okay, because I'm trying to go live before she goes live, and then we'll go to her. Okay. Anywho, I don't see any notifications for it. Okay. All right, so let's continue. All right, let's do our thing. Let's do our thing up in this Mickey Flicky. Okay, here we go. Of course, legendary walking like Linus with a cover. Looking like got a line. As a matter of fact, got a Linus shirt. Got everything like Linus except for his hair because Jasmine refuses to comb it, to do anything to it. She could even twist it up. She can braid it back. Jasmine knows how to braid, y'all, but Jasmine just refuses to do anything. And that little boy old enough where she can, where she can get him together, fix his hair or something, braid it back to the back, and she could just let it last for about a week or so. You know what I mean? But then again, she don't do her hair. She's like Woodstock right now. She don't do the little girl's hair. The little girl hair be mad at the little braids, be turning the little weave braids that she put in her hair, the little box, so-called box, but I don't know what those hairstyles that Jasmine put in her children hair now. Somebody else, it usually be box or lock braids or whatever. But Jasmine do something weird to it. And anyway, it wind up almost locking up, and then then their hair wind up falling out even more. But hey, that's Jasmine. And y'all know how this heifer, this bum Quisha gets down. But anyway, bum tracks a bum, so let's go.
So I've been at home for about 30 minutes. I'm currently cleaning
Of
up.
course, she's gonna look at her watch as usual. She probably gonna look at her watch. Her hair look crazy.
Because it was a mess in here, y'all. I was so tired yesterday. I didn't
It's just a mess in here, y'all. I'm so tired. I ain't just sitting home to do. You get this. I didn't do legendary. You know it's here. I had to think it's here.
even attempt to clean up my kitchen. I started it. Look, I'm still working on.
Jasmine, you really need one of those rolling laundry things that I have. What I do is I just put, if I have a lot of clothes, or at least if I have it, let's be clear. If I have over 2 loads of clothes, right? So I just use the laundry little rolling thing and I just set those clothes in there and just wash it up. Now, guess what, y'all? I don't have no laundry. Well, yes, I do. If my son did, whatever my son just took off, and as soon as I get off of here, what I take off, that's going to be the laundry. But other than that, y'all, I don't have any laundry, okay? But what we just took off, I mean, just literally took off, and I gotta wash that, okay? But again, look at all them clothes she got. Look. She not even try to, just on the kitchen floor, disgusting. Come on, Jasmine, you got to do better than that. Can you at least get like a nice little laundry roller basket, and you can just roll it from room to room to room, and that's all you got to do, and just put the clothes in there, and then separate, and then when you're ready to wash it, and then with the laundry basket, you should wash your clothes every 2 days, right? And just with the laundry basket, you just roll it around and pick up the dirty clothes. You set a laundry basket in everybody's room, right? And then what you'll do is you'll maybe make legendary, and maybe the boys do it. Maybe you'll make the boys go through the rooms with push the baskets and have everybody dump their laundry basket in the bag, in the laundry basket, and then pull it back in there into the laundry room. That's all you got to do, because we shouldn't be looking at that in the video. But again, you want to be Peach cousin so bad that this is what happens, and this is why we call you trifling. But let's continue.
I should go to the laundry max. I'm still working on it, but at the same time, y'all, I still got to fold. There's clothes over here that I still got to fold. So it does not end. This is just the story of my life, trying to balance working out, work, and mom life.
Okay, so can I just be honest, Jasmine? I'm not trying to be funny, but your videos really suck, right? So what exactly are you balancing out as far as work? I don't really call what you do is working. I mean, yes, you're getting a check for it, but you're not really working, because if you were working, it would look like work. What it looks like to me is you just trifling, and you just throwing anything up here on this YouTube streets so we can do commentary on it and clown you, so we can have our investigator basically get on your head, right? And then secondly, the second thing will be also would be for you to also the way that you carry yourself, child, and nobody got time for that. Nobody has time for that. Nobody wants to deal with that stuff that you talking about. Because what I notice what you talking about is just pure dumb and junk. You know dang on well that don't put really good content out here. So what we're not gonna do is act like you do, and we're not gonna celebrate you in any kind of way and make you feel like you are really doing the dang on thing, because we all know what you're not doing it like that. But whatever, that's neither here nor there. Let's continue.
And regular household chores. Girl, I can't talk today. But
We notice that every day, but continue.
um, it's 1:26. Trying to get my kitchen together because it's just a whole mess and it's a process. Okay.
Okay, so here she go with this Becky Dale music. Her boobies hanging all the way down to her feet. She got five. I mean, I don't understand. Like, it's just certain things that shouldn't be done. Like, okay, throw your bottles away. Like, it's really basic and simple. Hey, children, your children old enough to throw bottles away. They too dang gone old. Throw your bottles away. If you are done with your water bottles, here is the trash can. Throw them away. It's literally that simple. But what I notice is you don't make them do nothing. You don't even make yourself do it. You don't even do nothing, so why would they do it? But whatever. Jasmine, stop doing these clean with me videos, because you only clean up during the video time. Yeah, I got speaking of cleaning up, y'all. I'm trying not to act ADHD right now, because I'm about ready to get up and finish cleaning up this room. I'm literally done with all the clothes. I'm done. All I just have to do is vacuum and make up my bed and dust. That's pretty much all I gotta do. And I gotta wipe down stuff. I gotta wipe down the desk that I'm on. That's what's messy. Is my desk. To be honest with you, over here in my corner is messy where I do my little show at. Okay, y'all. And I gotta organize my hair products. Pretty much, and that'll be about it. Of course, we're sitting up here watching Jasmine clean out this sink. I mean, how many damn times you can clean out the sink, and how many times she using this little scrub? This Jasmine just be wasting her money on anything. Jasmine just be doing things just to waste money. She's a waster of thy money. That's what I've noticed about her. Like, she doesn't do much of anything, but just go, oh, I'm gonna just clean out this thing. I gotta clean out this thing. And it's like, girl, get you a real rag. That's not gonna clean out nothing. Get you a real rag. But don't not my Jazzy life. No, no, no. She gonna do just the opposite. Oh yeah, now she probably gonna put some meat in there, or the dog. Exactly. She Let's listen to this heifer.
I'm so tired. Y'all can hear Legend on Baby Monitor because I made him go lay down. He just kept crying, and I was.
Yeah, of course. And now he's crying. She had to get the baby monitor. She got the little stupid music playing. Of course, she's like, well, she's got to do the baby monitor. She made him lay down. Well, I can't believe that.
Cleaning up, and he's like taking stuff out as I clean. I'm like, play with it in your room, and I'm trying to clean up. My house was a mess, and I had to do the kids' bathroom. They keep clogging. So like, y'all, when I tell y'all that I feel like I'm going through the whole independency shit again, like I got so used to relying on somebody to do something, like the toilet when it got clogged, taking the trash out. I'm going through all that again.
Jasmine, golly, come on now, Jasmine. You don't know how to clog a damn toilet, Jasmine. Chris wasn't even there like that. What are you talking about? You had or you just disgusting. Then, if you waited for him to get there after a week to unclog a toilet, you need to dang on help. Or you could have easily called your landlord and asked him to send a maintenance worker out there to unclog a toilet. But if you can't do that, but for crying out loud, taking out the trash, girl, Chris wasn't taking out your trash.
And I got probably like, girl, that's easy. That's stuff that I got so comfortable with not doing. Unclogging the toilet, taking the trash.
Well, if nobody's there to unclog it, then you obviously don't have a choice. And the fact that you keep coming up here talking about that, like,
with that, and now
Just
I just
ridiculous.
I have to do it. I have to do it all by myself.
I mean,
So
you've
I did
been doing
that,
it by
and
yourself. What you
I'm
make?
in that process of trying to get
Listen,
comfortable.
listen, listen. Hold on. Oh, you've been doing stuff by yourself when Chris was there. You was doing stuff by yourself. You know, you wasn't doing. What was you doing? You was doing everything by yourself. You was paying the bills. You was cleaning up the house. You was, well, he was kind of cooking. He was killing y'all. I mean, unaliving. Just I don't want to use that language. He was basically causing y'all to get probably a high dosage of sugar. Let's say sugar and flipping uh, uh, salt. Cholesterol issues. Clogged arteries. That's what he was doing, more or less. But whatever. That's why he's the reason why you gained all that weight, because he studied puffing your mouth down with all that food, with all that gunk that you shouldn't be really eating. But that's neither here nor there.
Being independent, I am tired, and it's kind of like it's not that I'm
And I
trying.
hope these clothes that's on the couch is dirty. I hope they nothing. I hope that my eyes are deceiving me and I don't see any clothes on your couch in the living room. Like, come on, Jasmine. Come on, that should be the area that's the most clean. If you wouldn't let your children eat in there, if you wouldn't let your children be in the living room like that, then you probably could keep a clean living room. And why are you even folding clothes in the living room, though? Whew.
To get comfortable. It's like you really just trying to develop that mind frame. Like anybody else gonna do it, so you gotta do it. That's
Jasmine, I mean, anybody else will do. You've been had that mind frame, because who was really doing it for you? What was Chris actually doing? What does Chris do? Okay.
the mind frame I'm trying to develop. But I don't want to look at it, y'all. I need to tackle this because it's just been sitting here on the couch and I hate that. Okay.
You
So
don't hate it. That's your life. That's your life. That's your life. When a mommy sleeps all day and get up and film just workout videos, and now she's trying to mistreat Legendary now too, finally. And what I don't understand, if you clean it up, why is he bringing all this stuff out and then all of a sudden you put him back in the pokey? Okay.
I'm about to tackle that, and then I'm not cooking dinner tonight. The kids are gonna go to their dad's house, so I'm gonna just grab them something small for dinner, and then I'm gonna just grab them something for probably McDonald's, and then
Well, it's sure nice when she got that tax check, because she shows spending it on junk that she knows she can't afford for real, because she'll be begging next week. Y'all subscribe, you Jasmine subscribers, you better be ready to have to donate more money for her paying her rent again, or paying on that new car.
and after that, yeah, they'll be going through that. So tackling laundry. Hopefully we're done today, right? All right, so I finished everything, y'all. Got everything put up, towels, clothes. Um, I do have more clothes in the washroom, but I'm not about to
If you could
overwork.
point, if you could stop wearing stuff like that when you know your chair, boy, you look like a Yeti with hair. I swear to God, you look like a Yeti with a ponytail.
Myself, I'm already like tired, and I already got, let's see, 11,000 steps today. My goal is just 10,000, but I got 11,000, and I'm still moving around. Honestly, I'm not cooking dinner. They're gonna eat. I'm just gonna get them McDonald's. They don't have a problem with it. I am gonna eat my lean
Of
cuisine
course,
from
they
there.
don't
I'm
have a problem
counting
with it. They ain't got to eat your dang on cooking. I mean, heck, God will eat McDonald's if for not to not eat your cooking.
carbs. I'm counting what is it? I'm counting carbs and I'm trying to focus on my protein. So I'm gonna eat that and probably add an egg, a hard boiled egg on the side because I haven't had anything else for dinner. And this is just I'm doing the 1 meal a day situation right now. I ain't gonna lie, it's hard. But if you drink enough water, you'll get kind of full throughout the day. You just gotta stay consistent, y'all. And when I tell y'all I'm tired and this is hard, I mean it. But yeah, my kids are playing in their rooms and they're like, we're gonna go take us to McDonald's.
They're
And
always in their
look,
rooms, but
5 o'clock, I'm
whatever.
gonna go.
Well, not that I care, but they pretty much always in their room, Jasmine. So we already know that. Okay. Y'all hear me? Okay, here she go with this music. She going to McDonald's. She going to McDevils. Okay, get your McDevils, girl. Get your children McDevils. She probably got that old old trunk. So they enjoying the food because they ain't got to eat her cooking, right? I don't know what the heck that is. That's a TV dinner. Yuck. It looks just as bad as her food. So now she's taking a picture of it. I guess she's trying to see what the calories are and stuff. Girl, I know, Jasmine, I'm not trying to be funny, but I bet you when you go to the bathroom, you tear it up, girl. I know your boo-boo stink. Just because it's the stuff that you eat. Oh my God. I know your boo-boo stink. Ugh. Just nasty. No, girl. We are not liking, sharing, subscribing. Not gonna do it. Oop. Oh, I went to the wrong dang on video. My bad, y'all. Um, she doing the whole thing and she got her thumbs up. My bad. I'm straight was just laughing and just thinking about how stinky she must be. Okay. All right. So I think I got it far enough. Okay, let me pause it. Let me take the thing off because she gonna tell y'all thumbs up the
But
video.
I'm gonna go ahead in the block here. We're not doing anything, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a huge thumbs.
Okay, so we're not doing huge thumbs up, nothing. Okay, so we're gonna go to just Jasmine. Okay, yes, ma'am. We're gonna go to just Jasmine and look at just Jasmine, talk her ish. Now this right here. I did take the liberty to look at some of this for y'all, and I said, "Come on, child." Here she go. She when she does this sit down stuff. I just kind of it's just how can I describe my process of thoughts when she goes to do the sit downs? I'm like, oh God, here we go. That's exactly what I would describe it as. Here we go with this mess. That's exactly what I would describe it. I'm like, God, girl. She's always talking about, and guess what she broke? Yeah, breaking a hard breakup. Remember we talked about that in here last time. I said, y'all, she need to break up with that. I said she need to get another therapist. Remember I said that? I said she need to get another therapist. And I guess she somehow listened. But at the same time, she's really in denial about her kid. But she don't want to face the fact. But, what she said, as we lay, we forgot about tomorrow as we lay. Right. What I'm talking about. She forgot. Let's continue. The other day marked a year since my mother's passing, and okay, again, my sympathy definitely goes out to you. Can y'all hear me? Yeah, she's definitely in denial. Break up with Keyshawn. Then yes, this is a hard breakup, girl. Yeah, she won't though. She's definitely in denial about Michaela. That's the person I'm talking about. Can y'all hear me? Type in throw a crystal in there, or throw something shiny and blingy. Throw a crystal ball up in here or something, or a one, and let me know that you can hear me. Okay, I want to make sure that y'all can hear me. Okay, but let's continue. Okay, you can hear me. Okay, thank you. All right, let's continue. The emotions it's just a lot. This is my first time dealing with death with someone close to me, and it's my heart. Girl, you have a okay. Okay, again, my empathy for your mom, that's really sad because I lost a parent as well. So I definitely understand how that feels. I was close to my mom. Me and my mom had a really I felt like we had a really good relationship. And that's it. Now, my daughter was closer, of course. That was her baby. And I was just kind of more of a daddy's girl, but that's a whole nother conversation. But, that's okay. I appreciate that. I love that about them too. I'm glad that they were really close. But let me tell you something. So I can empathize and sympathize with her as well. And by the way, I don't know if y'all know this, but definitely it's been said, and this is just what I looked at here. It's all over the YouTube streets. They are saying that Garrison Brown from the Sister Wives franchise has passed away. They're Cody Brown and Janelle Brown's son, Garrison, passed away. They said he was found unresponsive, and it's being alleged that he's unalived himself. Okay, that's what's going on in the news all over the internet. So Namaste and Ashe, I guess, to him and his family, and prayer and yada. Okay, so let's continue.
Goes out to anyone who's ever lost a parent. My heart goes out to anyone who's ever lost anyone that they're close with and they love. It's
Let me
not
cut this up. I feel like
I don't
I
want to
feel
be
like
anybody
y'all
else's
probably can't hear
apology,
it.
so I'm not going to try to look for them. I'm sorry. That's all I can say. That's the only words that comes to my mind and my heart. I am so, so sorry. In other news, I had to just break up with my therapist. I just went through a breakup. It was hard. It was so hard. It was hard. Y'all know
So she says she's breaking up her therapist. I hope to God that you do not. Although you broke up with this therapist, please go find you another one. Please do not make this not a permanent thing. You need a therapist that's gonna live with you. As a matter of fact, I think you need a therapist that's gonna be in the same room with you on a couch. You need to buy you a couch for the therapist to live on, and you just need to pay for all the therapist needs. And that be that. Okay, that's what you need. You need a permanent therapist. Okay, but let's continue.
I'm an empath and I don't like hurting people's feelings. So it was so hard. Oh my gosh, it was so hard.
Why would your therapist give a dang on about you? Girl, she don't care about you hurting her feelings. She probably got sick of you anyway, whining and crying about Kaisha. She probably was sick of hearing that, and she got tired of your daughter keeping on continuously running away, and you not accepting responsibility for why she running away. The little girl done already told you that she wanted her own room, and she wanted to be fast also to chase this little boy around. Now you can still be in denial about that all you want to. Now I understand that that is a painful thought to your daughter's running away being fast and could potentially be out of there. Now has she run away lately? No, not that we know of. At least you haven't came to the YouTube streets and said anything in regards to that. So that's good. If your daughter has not run away in a while, I think that is really good. But let's continue. So what did she say? So sorry, I've been in meetings since 6 a.m. I am going to reach out via email. I actually wrote it and never sent it. Upon a further discussion with the kids, we've decided to stick to the other family therapy that we're going to receive. You are absolutely amazing at what you do, and it was a pleasure of getting to meet you. Okay, and then she says, comma, and then she says, "Wait a minute, I can't see that. Okay. I probably should put my glasses on. But the children don't want to become overstimulated with different therapists. Okay, that's understandable. I think so. Again, thank you so much for your time and spent with that you spent with us. Right, it was an absolute pleasure. Okay. Nothing about therapy is pleasurable until you're done with it. But I do think it's great though. I think it's great. So she's going to basically explain to you all why that this therapist is not the best fit for her family, because she says that the therapist deals with more traumatic or more trauma therapy, more trauma issues, and I disagree with that. I think that you have trauma, Jasmine. I think that you have said you had trauma, unless you were lying.
She had to go. She was not just my therapist, she was the family therapist. I think
And then, of course, she understands and she does wish the best for you. And anytime you anytime you all change your mind or you would like more support, if things don't work out with the other therapist, please give me a call or text. Okay, that's great. And it was also a pleasure for her to meet you as well, you and the girls and Carter as well. Okay, it was nice. And the bond that you all share is admirable. Okay, admirable. Okay. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay. All right. Yeah, definitely keep being unapologetic yourselves. Take care. Okay. And she said, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Okay, cool. All right. Let's
she's a
continue.
great person. But trial and error is okay, especially in therapy, especially because it's our first go around. I could not stick with her because I did not want this to be a daunting experience for the children. They wasn't feeling her. I wasn't feeling her. Oh, God. Girl, let me drink some water. It's not her. It was her.
You know why you were coughing? You're probably coughing because you wore that little ugly outfit that you had on yesterday, and you in New York by the water. Number one, you had on no pants, and you wore that that burr sweater with that button down shirt. That was not a dress, that was a shirt. And you wore that down and you didn't have anything underneath there. You were looking crazy and you're probably coughing because you all had to wait out in the line with no coat, no jacket on, but that shirt that looked like something Kaisha should have been wearing instead of you. But no, you could have wore anything cute, but no, you chose to wear that, so this is what happens. Okay, whatever. Yeah, she cannot be serious. We told her to break up with her a long time ago. Unapologetic, exactly. Why would she say that exactly? I don't know. That's weird that a therapist would say that though. But and then she shows it. But whatever. She could have just told us about. She could have just simply told us about it and not showed it. But whatever. These mommies show every doggone thing. I'm not doing all that.
It's like she's a trauma therapist. Like she's used to dealing with really trauma filled situation. She's used to dealing with like people who are being integrated back into society, like youth that's
Okay, so my thing is, so who idea was it to get her if she was a trauma therapist and you all didn't have any trauma? What are you talking about? Why would you even have chosen her? Who chose her for you? Number one. Number two, your daughter was a little traumatic, but the advice that they was giving you, whoever that therapist was, and I'm going to assume safely that it was her. Mm, or maybe you just assimilated wrong. Well, that can also be a factor. The fact that you probably didn't receive the message as it was given. Okay, you might have dissimulated incorrectly. Okay.
girl, she used to dealing with trauma, 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 trauma. So I felt like she wanted us to open up about things that wasn't there. We got trauma in this household, but it's not the trauma she's used to. Like nobody in here has been through like I don't want to even say the stuff because it's so touchy and so sensitive and I don't want to trigger anybody because it's so sensitive. But things like SA and things that I don't want to talk about. We don't have any
Well,
of that.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Well, okay, so let me try my best to say this without being insensitive to you. So, or not I don't want to be insensitive, nor do I want to be a jerk, or nor do I want to come off like I don't understand realities, right? Or like I'm perfect, or like my life is perfect, because it's not, right? But it's perfect for me. Does that make sense? But I'm just saying, well, in a perfect world, I would have some millions of dollars right now on hand, but that would be really perfect, but whatever. But that's neither here nor there. What I'm saying is just Jasmine. And I would be able to control and make laws and basically boss people around and have a bullwhip and chips that I could throw it. No, just like just joke, just jokes. Let me stop for the people that arrested Nature Boy. Come get me. I'm just playing. That's not funny, but he definitely need to be on that jail. But that's neither here nor there. So let's continue. So all jokes, y'all, all jokes. I don't write these things; they just write themselves. But Jasmine, what? um Can I be honest with you? I just find it something is going on that your daughter was running away. And don't give me that malarkey about, oh, she was running away because she was going through the pain that the little guy was going through because his mother was a horrible mom. Jasmine, cut it out. Cut it out with that. Like you are really severely just in denial. Like you I can't believe you believed her. I can't believe you believed that story. Yes, obviously that mother has something mentally going on with her. But, what you do to combat that problem, because that ain't really your problem, ma'am. And you probably need to mind your own business, because that girl do sound like thug life. And don't be surprised if she come knocking on your door like Jimmy Henchman, but that's neither here nor there. If I was you, I would mind my business. I would mind my business. And as long as your daughter not over there with them people, then that's what you need to mind. You need to mind your own business. Because sometimes when you don't, or if you're gonna be in somebody's business, you might want to do it the right way. I'm gonna say that, right? Not the way that you're handling now, but whatever. You trying to me, it's like you trying to excuse Romeo and Juliet over here, but that's neither here nor there. Let's continue though, and let me speed you up just a wee little bit. Okay, you are sped up. Okay, you already sped up. Okay, let's continue.
In this family. So the reason why we even needed the family therapy to be started, because y'all watch me go through it with Michaela, and I worked so hard to just find the source, and I started blaming myself, and I'm like, yo, am I such a shitty mom? Like, bitch, I know I ain't the best, but am I that bad that this baby will?
I don't think you're a shiggity mom, but what I do think is you pay more attention to Kaish than you do those children, and I think you need to focus more on those children and what their needs are. And I think that they were basically crying out for help, and I think that you allow them to do too much. Like none of them should be having really boyfriends at this point in time, especially Michaela. But that 16-year-old. I don't know. Maybe dating is okay, but I don't know. I think you leave them at home way too much, because you're always going on these vacations. Like, where are the fathers at? So these fathers can take these little girls when you're on a vacation and not leaving the children there in the house to babysit themselves. I mean, do you have family coming over and babysitting them or something, or watching them or whatever? And I wouldn't even trust that. I would be sending them over to their dad's house, but that's just me. Because when you come back, don't be surprised when you come back and they got a freak off in your apartment. But that's neither here nor there. Each child got a room. When you got two rooms, don't be surprised if one in your bed. But that's just my opinion. But hey, you and Kaisha get it on. Y'all getting it on. So hey, that's your life, right? But anyway, just Jasmine, stop. You cannot be serious, girl. Yes, she is serious. Dot dot dot, girl. Yes, she is very serious. Let's continue.
Run away. And now that we've gotten to the root of the problem, it's like,
I'm gonna be honest with you. The whole root of this problem that you claim is a problem is pure hogwash. Like, if you dumb enough to believe that, and don't tell me that, oh, she's 13 and they don't think logically. Okay, no, they don't, of course, right? But they don't even sound logic, and you need to really not allow her to tell you that. And I would tell her, look, I don't care. I can empathize with that family, but that's that family. But you don't have to run away to be with a little boy just because his mama is not a good person. Does that make sense? So why would you put your damn self over there? Okay, because if that was the case, right? Well, normally, okay, let's just buy that. And I've said this before, up in here, up in the Crystal Palace, in general. And I've said this before. I said, well, if that was logical, if that made sense to me, wouldn't it be more or less a situation where that she would be sneaking a little boy into your house so he can get food and water or whatever? Wouldn't that make more sense? Or when you go on your excursions, because you're always going on your excursions, or you better catch another flight, you apple bottom make you want to bite, you just want to have a good night. You just want to have a good night. Hold up. That's what you do, right? So I'm just saying, but you going to, however, let me be fair, but you're doing it with Kaisha, okay? So Kaisha's paying for that apple bottom, but whatever. I'm just saying that usually I would kind of think, and it's just my humble opinion, I would think that they would be trying to sneak them in because of that. Now, that don't make no sense to go over to their house and it's disgusting and the mattress is filled with pee pee, and somebody's using the bathroom in a corner in a bucket. You know what I mean? Like, why would your daughter want to even go over there and be bothered with that mess? I don't care if she loved that boy. We've all been in love, y'all. First of all, let's just keep it real. When we were young, we had baby crushes and things like that. But girl, let me tell you something about my love. My love does not require me to go over to a crack den with a ninja and his meme. That's not happening. And it's they don't even have a working toilet or bathroom. And every time she come home, she gotta take her a shower, and they don't have no food. I damn sure ain't be ready to go nowhere where no food is at. So I don't believe that. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Now you are the mother, and you have entitled. And how you doing? Don't need no man telling me. I do work to the McFicky Palace. Now you are the mother, and you have every right to be gone cuckoo for cocoa puffs as much as you would like, and you have the right and objective and the energy to believe her. But hey, over here at the Crystal Palace, we do not, and we do not believe you. Now, so one of you all is lying. Is it your daughter that's lying, Michaela? And this is all due respect, because she's such a beautiful little girl. But or is it your lying ass? Now, what one of y'all are lying now? One of y'all need to confess your sins. Now, which one of y'all lying? Okay. Now, if she was very serious, it's seriously crazy. Girl, like girl, stop. I agree.
Okay, that's what it was. Michaela has, Michaela has mental health issues. That was hard to say out loud because now that we have a diagnosis, I feel like it's
I could believe
okay.
that.
We
Of course.
all have mental health issues. Do y'all want me to go in this closet behind me and pull out my paper?
Hold on. Let me tell you something. Everybody doesn't have mental health issues. Just because you have issues, and this is not me trying to put you down in any way, shape, or form, because I totally believe in mental health. I totally believe in people getting a life coach. I know I'm a life coach myself, and I do counseling. I do spiritual counseling. I help people with their marriages. I do all kind of stuff, right? Alternative healing to get to people's brain and working with them so they can discover what aspect of them they need to work on. So it's not me putting therapy down, because you all know I believe in therapy. But what I'm saying is not everybody need counseling, though. Not everybody has a mental health problem, right? And we have to be fair. We can't label or mislabel. You're doing the whole misdiagnosis of people, the same thing that a lot of these doctors do, which is why there's a lot of malpractice suits going on in the world as of today and in the past, and will go on in the future. So it would make no sense for you to try to mislabel or misdiagnose anybody. First of all, you're not a doctor yourself, so you can't call everybody or say everybody has a mental problem or mental issues because you have one or because you and your family are experiencing that. And this is not me making light of it. This is not me putting you down. This is just telling you the truth because of what you just said. Okay, but let's continue.
I was diagnosed with emotional disturbance at a young age, and I actually ended up going to a faraway school for people with all mental health disabilities.
Okay, so what you have to do is you have to have a little bit more compassion for Michaela, since it may run in your family. Have you asked them that? Does this possibly run in your family because you have it, right? You had it or you have it. So is this something that runs in your family or what have you? Does her father experience this? Does his sister or his family experience this? Because obviously it does run in your family. And and did your mother experience it, which is why she turned to drugs? I'm just asking questions here, just asking key questions. I'm just saying that if that's the case, then obviously then this must run in your family. So when you know that, then you could have a little bit more compassion for her. Remember, you're the same person that was calling her bees and health. I mean, just calling her name, that which was very abusive, by the way. I mean, I'm not saying, again, these children lack discipline and everything like that. You don't have really a real structure in your home, but with neither here nor there. But at the end of the day, that is a little bit abusive for you to be calling your children out their names, like where they do that at. But let's continue. Everybody don't have mental problems, but let's continue.
Yes, me. It took me as a grown adult to learn how to cope. You don't get better, bitch. I'm still loca en la cabeza. I'm still a little off. We all are off. I don't care how sane you think you are, baby. You all them screws, they ain't too tight up there. We all have some form of mental health disability. It's okay. It's all about how you're able to control them. Some people absolutely cannot control it. They can't, so they need a lot of support. Some people, mental health disabilities is controlled with medicine. Some people, like me, we're functional. We learn and we taught ourselves. We went through therapy. We became functional members of society. Doesn't mean we don't experience it or we're not going through it or whatever. We just learned how to deal with it. My child has something called ODD. And if you don't know what that is, it's something called oppositional defiant disorder, right? Same way we are all diagnosed with, baby, you know how many of us as adults is now being diagnosed with autism? You didn't even know you could be autistic at this big age. You know how many, my anxiety? People don't know how crippling anxiety can be because they play with it so much. People are like, oh, I got anxiety, I'm anxious. Oh, I got anxiety, you messing with my anxiety. until it's a real thing. And you don't know how it feels to have an actual anxiety attack. You don't know how it feels for your anxiety to be crippling. And people who are involved in my life, like ex my significant other, my anxiety is life crippling to the point where sometimes I don't leave my house.
Is that why she doesn't live with you? I'm just asking. Does it have anything to do with her living with you?
Like, I don't have to take medication for it because I know how to control it. Like, I know how to handle myself. But we all have something going on with us. And so with this finding and this understanding of my daughter's actions, Michaela, it had nothing to do with who I was as a parent. It had nothing to do with something I did to her. Michaela was trying to.
I get that the girl has a mental issue. I'm not going to battle with you on that. But what I'm telling you is that you do make excuses, though. I'm not trying to be funny, but you do make excuses for a lot of things. I'm not saying you're a bad mother, but I've never said that up in here. But what I have said is that maybe you need to spend more critical time with the children, because you do go on, y'all do go out of town a lot, or y'all do go on a lot of weekend excursions, and it's not like you're dropping her off over to her father's people house, or you're putting her in a position where she gets to spend time with other family while you go do you. But you still, at some point, you don't believe that, though. You don't believe that there are certain contributing factors that you have basically done just a tad bit that might have caused some of this attention seeking energy. How you doing, Latoya? Welcome to the Making 50 Palace. Okay. And yes, she's definitely in denial about a lot of things. Right, Dion. Yes, I agree with that. Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. Right.
To save people is what she was trying to do. Michaela her brain didn't chugga choo choo to say, maybe I should tell people around me what I'm trying to do. Maybe I should openly say what's happening. She was afraid. And I understand where she was coming from, because now that I'm involved, hell, sometimes I'll be afraid. I get it. Michaela brain doesn't catch up to her actions. So little things that I just want y'all to be mindful of as a parent, even me, now that I'm in therapy and we going through therapy and I'm learning new things. I always.
Okay, so I can believe, some of this, but you also have to think about it. I mean, sometimes therapists will therapist you to death. I mean, to life or whatever. In the sense of, there still has to be something that is set in place, meaning you still have to develop some type of structure. Like, even though you know and understand that she has it has some mental issues, right, with her beautiful self, with the little girl's beautiful self, even though you know for a fact that she has some mental issues, at least the doctor did tell you that, right? And based upon her actions, you feel like maybe that's the only thing that you can contribute it to. Because again, I think that a lot of times, I think that you still, as a parent, and that's something that maybe your therapist should talk about structure, discipline. I'm not talking about hitting them, I'm not talking about beating them, I'm not talking about any of that. But if you do this, then this will happen. If you do that, then that will happen. You know what I mean? If you do good, you get good back. If you do bad, then hey, we taking some stuff away. You're not going over your friend's house. You're not getting your hair done. You're not having a phone. I'm cutting off the internet. Stuff like that. You got to take stuff away from them. You're not going to the stepping thing. You can't see that little boy no more. If you see him again, I'm gonna put a charge out on him and his mammy. You know what I mean? You haven't placed anything in order, and don't sit up here and try to tell us you did. Because I know you probably look at this video, or somebody probably try to tell you something, and you be like, I didn't put something in order and have it structured. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because you parent like you have guilt. Like, what are you guilty? What do you have guilt about? You need to let go of that guilt. If you had the therapist that you say you have, so that therapist will kindly tell you to let go of that guilt and parent, because I think it's a lot of guilt with you. And then I think you need to spend and focus more time with those children instead of going on those weekend excursions with Kaisha, because Kaisha is Kaisha. And this is just let me ask a question, y'all. Do y'all think Kaisha is a good permanent factor in within her life? Do you think she's an adjective or do you think she's a subtraction in her life? Okay, my opinion, she's a subtraction. Okay. Meaning she's subtracting. Kaisha needs to spend more time with her son, her little cursing son too. She needs to spend more time with him and figure out why he always cursing and where is he getting all these cursing words from. But that's neither here nor there. I know I keep saying that, but whatever. It's ingrained in my head. Okay, what you want me to say?
Knew something wasn't right. But the old school mama that we was brought up with doesn't trigger that way. Let me give you an example. I can tell my daughter, take this cup and put it in the sink in the kitchen. By the time she gets to the kitchen, she's forgotten what she went in there to do. So she sits it on the table and she walks off. And as a parent, you're gonna be like, you don't listen. Did I tell your ass to put it in the sink? After you did all that fussing and screaming and yelling, she goes back in the kitchen and still doesn't remember what she was supposed to go in there and do. Now your old school brain, you so hard-headed. You're being so hard-headed. You're not listening. What is wrong with you? You want your ass whooped. That's what we was conditioned to. That's what we was conditioned to believe and how we was conditioned to react. As I grew as a parent, right? Because this is the never-ending growth, baby. You will have to grow forever. I started to realize this is not being done on purpose. She's genuinely, she doesn't know. She doesn't want to purposely get in trouble. She really cannot help herself. She cannot help her. It's
Okay. Let me get this understood. So she purposely she really don't want to get in trouble. But she's study doing things to get herself in trouble. Okay. I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna tell you like this. This little girl is gonna really run a number on y'all because if she's doing stuff like that, you still gotta discipline her, even if this is all true, and it could very well be right. But you still gonna have to provide some type of discipline on her, and you still can't allow her to use this as an excuse to f up. Just being clear and cut with you. Let me keep it raw with you from because you're from New York, and so you will understand this language because that's how you talk to your children. So let me just be clear about this. Listen, so that doesn't negate her effing up. That doesn't negate her running away. That doesn't negate her doing things that she's not supposed to be doing, like running the streets, running wild, acting like lost, acting like Olivia. You know what I'm saying? You don't have time for that. You gotta get some grip. Because that may very well be true, but you still have to go, okay, look, you tell that therapist, you need to talk to that therapist alone and say, you understand all that diagnosis. However, at the same time, you do not want her or allow her to just make excuses for doing things that she know is not okay. Okay, as a mother, you have the right because if something happens where this girl, because remember you said at one point that the police was looking for her and she did something that she wasn't supposed to do. I never forgot that, right? And so let's say for example she goes out and does, I don't know, she goes to a bank and she takes some money out without asking, and do you think that you're going to be able to go to court and she's going to be able to say that, hey, I have this mental issue where I just basically do stuff that that I know is wrong, but I just do anyway because my brain tell me to do it? Do you think they're gonna let her, the little black girl, the beautiful little black girl, the little black queen, little black princess? Do you think that they're gonna let her get off and get away with that? No, ma'am. She going to jail. So what I'm gonna need you to do is to make sure that you don't allow her to use that as an excuse. So that's what I'm gonna tell you right there. Because that little girl got you out stonewalled. She got y'all stonewalled, okay? I'm just being honest with you. And you got to talk to that therapist because sometimes therapy, like I said, therapy is beautiful. Um, but at the same time, you have to understand something about certain children know how to use certain things as a weapon against you. They would take certain purities or certain things that someone else tells them and use it against you because Michaela has done this. Remember you told her to wash dishes And she was like, "Oh, I'm having a mental breakdown," or something like that. It's like, come on now, Jasmine. Like seriously, you gotta lay out some discipline. Moon, what is she talking about? Yeah, she talks to her children. Okay, let me read y'all comments. Okay. Um. So anyway, Dr. A, I'm lost. Okay. So basically, what happened was Jasmine had two therapists. Jasmine had one therapist that was like a therapist for trauma. So basically, people who have to go back into society. So, for example, let's say that they were locked up in a mental institution, and she was preparing them to go into society. Maybe they were mentally, physically, or SA'd. Okay. And so she basically broke up with her, letting her know, like, hey, we no longer can use you because the stuff that she was telling them to do was a bit too much for her, and they didn't need that type of therapy. So they had this other therapist that they got, and basically this other therapist is telling her that she has a mental condition, that she knows that she's doing wrong, but yet she does it anyway. And so Jasmine, so this is what you hear. I call her parenting lazy and not involved. Girl, I think it is too now. I'm beginning to say she hasn't done any discipline with her or structure. No, like girl, right? I definitely agree with that. You need to discipline Michaela, take away her phone, do something, as they would say in New York. Yeah, for real, real lazy A parenting. Make sure y'all misspell the cursey curvy words, please. So hopefully, Latoy, I got you caught up on this, okay? Hopefully you are caught up, dear. Okay. Yeah, Caitlin's acting like Olivia. I don't mean Olivia like Livy. I mean, okay, so when I say Olivia, let me be clear. I don't mean Olivia Doodoo Johnson, Dirty Foot Johnson. I ain't talking about her, but I'm talking about Olivia like Lost and Turned Out. Oh, there's a girl. That's what I'm talking about, okay? Yeah, she's definitely annoying. Latoya, she's talking about just Jasmine, her therapist and stuff. Oh, like, nah. Moonlight, I'm talking about Jasmine. Latoya, oh, I see. So, hopefully, Latoya, you know who I'm talking about. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. Okay. If not, please clarify. You can always come up here and we can chat.
You know when someone cannot help themselves, when it won't affect you, it only affects them and they still do it. So let's say, for example, you tell your child, you act out in school again, I'm not leaving my job. I'm not coming up there. I'm not answering my phone. So now the child sees, hold on, mommy's not being affected by it. So here's where your mind goes off and say, they're not doing this intentionally because I'm not leaving my job. I'm not picking up this goddamn phone and I'm not coming up to that school. So you know that it's not affecting me. So you can't be doing this on purpose to try to hurt me because it's not affecting me no more. When that child wants to graduate and wants to do good in school, but their behavior.
Well, here's the thing. Sometimes children is self-sabotaging, right? So sometimes children, although they think that they're hurting you or people in general, this is people in general. Sometimes people think that they're hurting you, but they're only hurting themselves. Do you know how many times I've done that? When I was trying to hit at somebody, then I wind up hurting myself. Okay, let me give you an example. It's just like getting into a fight with someone and trying to punch them and accidentally punching yourself. Simple. Just like that. It's just that simple.
Yeah, why are you acting out? Why are you not listening? Why are you doing these things if you know you want to graduate? I know you like school. I know you're capable of doing the work. It's time for us to
because it's something within that school, it's something within her mental makeup. Sometimes it could be a fear of success. You know what I mean? Sometimes it could be a fear of attachment. Could be someone that maybe they want to stay up there for a friend, or maybe they're afraid to go into college because they're afraid that they have to leave their home and where their comfort level is. It could be a many of things, but at the end of the day, here's the thing though, you still have to provide some type of discipline, which you don't do. I mean, you got to be honest with yourself, Jasmine. And that's not me calling you a lazy. I mean, I think you have some lazy energy, right? But that's not what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is the fact that you have to be honest with yourself, and you have to make sure that you are doing what you're supposed to do. And that's just it. But let's continue.
The little deeper ass parents. That old school mentality, baby, got to go. I'm sorry, grandmama. I'm sorry, papa. That old school mentality, how they say it? Spit a rod, whoop a child, beat the ass fucker up. How it go? You know the saying. That gotta go, okay? Because you beating the hell out of her when this child really got a mental health disorder. Like you're trying to beat the sentence to her that she doesn't even possess. You're whooping her ass for nothing, baby. Stop beating her. You fucking Shaquita up for no reason. Leave him alone. You decking Ray punching him in his damn chest. The nigga don't even know that he just did that. He didn't even do it on purpose. Let's take time to check on these kids' mental health. Growing up, my mother used to tell me, please, you don't even know what stress is. Bitch, I got 7 boyfriends and I'm in the 9th grade. I'm failing every class. I'm ready to skip school. 4 bitches want to jump me in the bathroom. The teacher don't even like me. She keep picking on me. And she called me bullheaded and pulled me by my book bag. You telling me I don't know what stress is? Why? Because your stress is different from mine?
I mean, why is she, but why is she going through all this? You got to ask yourself this. Why is she doing all this? Jasmine, she sound like she need attention. I'm serious. She literally sound like she need attention.
Because you paying bills that you're not really even paying because of welfare paying it because you complain about food, but you spend all my food stamps on Friday legs. Stop treating me like that. Don't do that. Please, y'all kids so goddamn grown. You so fast in your ass. You don't even know
Your
what love
parents
is. You
is
know.
clearly old school. Girl, she
37
wished.
years old, you crying over this nigga. But I don't know what love is because I'm 13.
Just Jasmine,
We in the
be
same boat,
honest
Bookie.
with you.
You crying
You
over Ray
need
because this nigga
discipline.
keep texting his baby mother when you told this nigga that he should have blocked her a long time ago and if she wouldn't talk, she could take the both of y'all phone. You crying
Our parenting is not working, obviously, right?
the same nigga that's been cheated on you 14 times and told you he'll never do it again to the point where you talking about self-love when you laid up with a nigga that ain't even paying a phone bill. Nigga can't even pay the cable bill. And ain't even cable, it's just Wi-Fi only. We don't even use the cable.
The way Kaisha was treating you before, Michaela sees all that. So what you talking about, you should be talking about yourself, okay?
Paying Netflix. Nigga ain't even paying Hulu. And you telling me that I don't know what love is? I'm 13, Bookie. We going through the same emotions. Yeah, I might not know this nigga when I get 16. And yeah, I shouldn't be having these adult emotions. You shouldn't be having these kid emotions. You too grown. You too grown. We're in 2024. We only 2 months in. You in your 4th relationship. What are you talking about? Give these kids some grace. Give them the same grace that you give yourself, okay? I'm going to always advocate for mine. And if your children are a part of my life, I'm going to advocate for yours too because Miss Jasmine gets down, she don't play. Anywho, let's go about what I'm doing. Listen to the noise.
Listen, and I would tell you to stay the hell out of my life. That's what I would do. Now you ain't gonna advocate for nothing. You need to advocate for your daughter. And if that was my son, I would tell. Now you acting like that lady. Now you doing team too much. Of every situation that you said, let me tell you something, Jasmine. Have you ever thought about that? What you are doing with those other children? How you was letting those other children come over? How it comes across as if you might have been doing the same doggone thing with them. You know what I mean? Maybe you was doing the same exact thing that mother was doing. Not minding your business and stepping out of bounds. Have you ever thought about that? See, maybe that's why this happened to you. Yeah, advocate for your daughter. Like, stop, seriously. Yeah, she need to advocate for her. She is clearly stuck mentally. Yeah, she sounds like she needs attention. Right, she definitely needs attention. Her daughter definitely, please hit the like button. She definitely needs some attention. I definitely do feel like that. But yeah, it's just really weird.
Yep, I'm fried chicken. Let me give y'all a fried chicken hack that please, will I ever say you wrong? Friend, would I ever do that to you? Can you please listen to what I'm about to say? When I tell you this top tier, if you fry chicken in flour, listen, you just fried some chicken, right? You floured up your chicken, you put it in the pot, you fried it. Took your chicken out the pot. Some people do whatever with their oil. Leave the oil in the pot. Leave it. Leave the oil. Don't strain the oil. Don't take the oil out the pot. Put it into another. Please listen to me and leave the oil in the pot. Let's say 2 days later, 1 day later, a couple hours later, 4 days later. Go back to that pot. When you season your chicken, don't coat it in flour. You're about to make fried chicken. Don't coat it in flour. Put the chicken back in the pot with the old oil. It's going to be those hard pieces of like fried whatever at the bottom. You know the stuff we used to make gravy? The way your chicken will be coated and coming out. Let me show you. Let me show you. This is old chicken grease. You see the little pieces at the bottom that we used to make gravy? Sometimes y'all be taking it. As long as it's not burnt, don't let it be burnt, friend. If it's burnt, you got to throw it out. When I tell you, when you put your chicken in here without no flour on it, it's going to recoat the chicken. And this chicken ain't done that. But when I tell you, it's going to be the best goddamn chicken you've ever experienced. It's going to taste like fried chicken. It's not going to taste like Buffalo Wild Wings or Wingstop. It's not going to taste like when you took the chicken in fresh oil and you don't coat it in flour. The old flour that was already in there from your last batch of fried chicken is going to coat this chicken. And this shit going to taste like something you've never experienced in your life. So if you still got that old oil in your kitchen right now because you ain't strained it yet, you ain't poured it in your glass container, you ain't let it cool down and poured it.
Yeah, in some levels, I do know that they do. People do that. Yeah, that's really old school. She has old school cooking values, but not old school parenting. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Whatever you poured it in, take your chicken, season it up real good, and put it in that oil. Use that oil with the crumbs at the bottom. It's gonna be some. Honey, you want some of this chicken? So we have our chicken. Remember, we didn't coat this chicken in no flour. Let me put it over there. For the hot sauce. I don't know why I've been craving spicy, but I've been craving spicy. So this is our chicken. Yep. Y'all on
What y'all want me to say? This is just almost weird. You hear me? Weird. I promise you. I mean, weird. You hear me? The way she just kind of flipped from this to that, to that, to this, to that, to this, to that, to that. You know what I'm saying? It's just weird. Mm-mm. But let's continue.
It's like goddamn dog that I tell you. It's the taste of the chicken. Like it tastes like fried chicken, but you never put flour on it. But it's a different type of fried chicken. Like, I tell y'all, you gotta do. You gotta try. Just please, purposely fried chicken today. I don't care if it's 4 people. Please purposely leave the oil. Leave it in the pot. Leave it there. Please go back and use that oil again. One more time. We gotta get one more piece. Let's try a different piece. And it don't even need the hot sauce, but hot sauce just be hitting for something each and every time. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah. I just need y'all to do it. When you do it, DM me. Tell me. I gotta.
Girl. Okay, y'all. So the moral of the story is Jasmine says go get y'all old grease and make sure that when y'all are using that old grease, that y'all basically use it to fry the current chicken and what it is and just go from there, okay? That's what you do. Okay. But whatever. But let's continue. Let's continue. Whoo, Lord. All right, y'all. I think that we have watched her enough. We're gonna go live again later on tomorrow. Yeah, I mean early tomorrow. Y'all will see me early tomorrow. And I definitely do appreciate y'all. I mean, her video is pretty much over. We're not gonna watch it all day. Yeah, she definitely makes excuses. Okay. It's like, what is she talking about? She goes from talking about therapy to talking about this here mess. All right, y'all. All right, I'm out of here. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all energy. It is such a blessing to have you all as crystals. Thank you so much. And please go back and watch the Our House Gang up at this thing. It is so important to the value of this channel. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much, and I appreciate your energy. Thank you, your warm blessings, and hopefully everybody that's going through a rough time and that is having some difficulty with their family, I send my prayers out to you and yours. But anywho, let's go ahead and get out of here. I appreciate you. Thank you.
I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities.
You say that I should probably start to walk away. I'm hoping that you stop and make me have to stay, 'cause I'm floating in your orbit. Yeah, I'm stuck in your space. It's my luck, push me away. You understand? There's nothing left to say. Pull me back, take my hand. Come on.
Hey, you know I'm downstairs. What's happening?